Welcome to the Time in Photo Capsule channel, where we reveal the other side of history.
In 1922, a chief of a Native American tribe named White Wolf was recognised as the oldest person in the world, having lived to 137 years. His life became a symbol of the rich history and culture of indigenous peoples. Felicette, the only cat to survive a spaceflight, became a true star on October 18, 1963. A stray cat found on the streets of Paris was sent into space aboard the Véronique AGI-47 rocket. The flight lasted just 15 minutes, but this moment went down in history. In the photograph, we see comedian and singer Ernie Hare demonstrating his disdain for prohibition. This law, enacted in the United States in 1920, became one of the most controversial pages in the country's history, sparking numerous protests and debates. The photograph captures the testing of a new, fireproof construction material in New Haven in 1949. These developments were crucial for creating safer and more resilient structures. At a New Year's event in Niigata in 1956, children dressed in traditional Japanese straw capes called mino participated in the celebrations. These capes symbolise Japanese culture and the connection to nature. The beauty contest aimed to select the most attractive figure, emphasising not only the aesthetic component but also the desire to surprise the audience. To draw attention to the figure, the contestants' faces were covered with bags with slits, creating an unusual atmosphere. Argentinosaurus was an impressive sauropod that lived in South America. These giants reached lengths of up to 35 metres and weighed as much as 100 tonnes, making them some of the largest animals ever to exist on our planet. In 1950 in Scotland, a zoo director took penguins for a walk around the city to draw attention to the zoo. This unusual event became a true spectacle for the townspeople and a symbol of creative marketing. Actress Tippi Hedren, known for her roles in Hitchcock's films, reads a newspaper while comfortably situated on her pet lion at home. This 1971 photo showcases an unusual combination of the mundane and the exotic, which became characteristic of her life and career. American actress Raquel Welch, who became a style icon and sex symbol of the 70s, poses during one of her photo shoots in the USA. Her charm and talent made her one of the most memorable figures in the film world of that time. Berta Baronda spent 5 years in prison for her brutal act of severing her husband's member, who had been unfaithful to her. This shocking case in 1907 in the United States became a topic of discussion, raising questions about violence and women's lives in society. Betty Page, who became a pin-up icon and a Playboy star in the 1950s, won the hearts of millions. Her unique style and charisma made her a symbol of the sexual evolution and feminism, leaving a significant mark on culture that continues to resonate today. A British soldier in Italy in 1944 hides from the rain under an overturned tiger tank. This photograph symbolises the harsh conditions of war, where even in moments of calm, soldiers had to seek shelter from unfavourable weather. Since February 15, 1947, a ban on marriages between Soviet citizens and foreigners was introduced in the USSR. This decree was explained by the concern for women who, marrying foreigners, could find themselves in difficult conditions abroad and face discrimination. Geishas in Japan in 1926, clad in traditional kimonos, represent a symbol of Japanese culture. Their artistry and grace capture attention, and each one is a whole story full of mysteries and traditions passed down from generation to generation. Henry Ford introduced his masterpiece to the world, the Ford Model T, in 1921. This car became a symbol of mass production and the availability of personal transport for millions of Americans. His innovative assembly methods radically changed the automotive industry. The giant Telefontornet Tower, built in Stockholm in 1890, became an important element of telephone communication in its time. This structure symbolised progress and innovations in the field of communication. In this shot, children in New York, seeking refuge from the summer heat, lick ice. The year 1912 is remembered for its hot days when little urbanites found joy in simple things, like the cold treat that gifted them moments of happiness. Dora Raffen, an athlete on the German Olympic team, was arrested at a train station on suspicion of being a man disguised in women's clothing. This incident in 1938 raised important questions about gender identity and societal bias. Two skiers are enjoying the winter sun in 1955 as the mountain slopes are covered with fresh snow. This moment embodies the joy and freedom that winter sports provide, as well as the warmth of friendship and togetherness among outdoor enthusiasts. Dorothy Counts, the first black girl in the US to become a student at a white school, bravely endures mockery and prejudice from those around her in 1957, paving the way for future generations and fighting for equality in education. The waiting area at the bus station in Los Angeles in 1969. This image reflects the atmosphere of the time when people often travelled and awaited their buses, lost in their thoughts. A prisoner in a French prison during the 1900s got a moustache tattoo as a symbol of protest against the harsh administration. This form of self-assertion became a vivid example of the struggle for rights and human dignity among inmates at that time. Ivy Dean, a British actress from the 1950s, is remembered by audiences for her vibrant roles in cinema. Throughout her career, she played over 20 different characters, leaving a noticeable mark in the history of British cinema and inspiring numerous fans. The Piikani tribe Indians, exploring the surroundings in northern Montana, are captured in this vintage photograph from 1908, at a moment when they are studying their native land, full of mysteries and enigmas, striving to preserve their culture and traditions in a changing world. The photograph captures the moment of testing phosphorus bombs in 1921, when a US Air Force bomber drops one of them onto a decommissioned military ship. These tests were part of military research and had serious consequences. The Cleveland Balloon Festival became a true record when 1.5 million balloons were launched into the sky simultaneously. This grand celebration, held in 1986 in the USA, gathered numerous spectators and became a symbol of joy and unity. Ferdinand Porsche, the outstanding car designer, stands on the left in the photo, showcasing the Volkswagen Beetle model to Adolf Hitler in 1934. This meeting became iconic for the automotive industry, as this car later gained immense popularity and became a symbol of post-war Germany. Kathleen Hughes, an American actress and sex symbol of the 1950s, left a significant mark on the film industry. Her striking appearance and charisma drew the attention of audiences and made her an icon. The liquidators of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster are on the roof of the 4th Power Unit. Their work in 1986 was incredibly complex and dangerous, as they risked their lives trying to minimise the consequences of one of the most terrible disasters in the history of nuclear energy. A pearl diver on the Mississippi River prepares for a dive. His helmet is an old fuel tank from a car, allowing him to dive to depths of up to 21 metres. Underwater, he can stay for up to an hour and a half, performing his important work in 1938. The master meticulously works on the teeth of a giant shark that was used on the set of the iconic film Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. Released in 1975, this film became a true sensation and marked the beginning of a new era in cinema. Masha Kalinina, who became the first Miss USSR in 1988, has forever entered history as a symbol of a new era. Her victory in the beauty contest reflected the changes in society and a desire of people to open up to the world. This photograph captured the moment when she stood on the pedestal, embodying the hopes and dreams of an entire generation. This photograph captures Miss Sweden, Miss USA and Miss Germany, three beauties representing their countries at the International Beauty Pageant in 1956. Their smiles and graceful figures embody the spirit of the time when beauty contests became a symbol of femininity and the pursuit of the ideal. Nuns in Australia in 1971 placed slot machines in a casino. This unusual scene combines traditional values and modern pastimes, showing that even in the strictest times there is room for entertainment. In the photograph from 1900, a man is surrounded by alligators and caimans in a terrarium in Florence. This image showcases society's fascination with exotic animals and entertainment of that era, reflecting a time when nature's wonders were both feared and admired by the public. Marilyn Monroe, the famous actress and sex symbol of her time, sits alone in Las Vegas. By 1960, she was already at the peak of her career, yet she sometimes felt lonely despite the adoration of her fans. German soldiers at the front with captured French dogs in 1915. This episode reflects not only the military realities of that time, but also moments of human warmth when, even in the midst of war, people found solace in our smaller brothers. The night shot of New York from above, taken on March 20th, 1936, shows a shining city illuminated by millions of lights. This moment captured the dynamics and energy of the metropolis, which became a symbol of hope and opportunities for many people from around the world. Nighttime Tokyo, captured in 1982 by photographer Yoshio Niyokura, showcases the vibrant lights and dynamics of the Japanese capital. This shot reflects the cultural and economic rise of Japan during a time when the country sought to take a leading position on the world stage. The image showcases first-class passenger service on long-haul flights in the 1960s. This period became iconic for aviation as travel became more accessible and the level of comfort and service reached new heights. The relocation of the courthouse by train in Nebraska in 1899 became a real sensation. This unusual project required enormous effort and precision to preserve the structure of the building and successfully transport it to a new location, showcasing the engineering achievements of that time. This photograph depicts the winners of the beauty contest in Washington in 1922. These women became symbols of beauty and elegance of their time, reflecting the ideals that prevailed in society. Princess Diana and Prince Charles enjoy their honeymoon in August 1981. This moment became a symbol of romance and the perfect couple that the royal family was expected to present. But their relationship would later prove to be more complex than initially perceived. Pedestrians closely examining a new map of Europe after the end of World War I represent a symbol of change and hopes for peace. The year 1918 marked a turning point when the continent began to recover from devastating conflicts. The photograph captures a farewell kiss before the departure of the Italian training ship Amerigo Vespucci in 1963 in Egypt. This moment symbolises not only a goodbye, but also hope for new adventures in unfamiliar lands. In St Mark's Square in Venice during the 1960s, an unusual advertisement for Coca-Cola appeared. Grain for the pigeons was arranged to spell out Coca-Cola, attracting the attention of tourists and locals, highlighting a creative approach to advertising. This historical photograph captures Annie Oakley, a talented sharpshooter, demonstrating her shooting skills by aiming through a mirror. In the late 19th century, she became a symbol of female strength and independence, breaking the stereotypes of her time. Simone Seguin, an 18-year-old member of the French resistance, displayed incredible bravery during the liberation of Paris in 1944. Her courage and determination inspired many, and she became a symbol of the struggle for freedom and justice in difficult times. In December 1950, a dog leaves North Korea with a United Nations military convoy. This touching scene emphasises how wars affect not only people but also animals, who also become victims of conflicts. Soldiers stand by the temple bell in Kaesong, North Korea in 1951. This moment highlights the contrast between war and culture, as well as the role of the military in preserving historical monuments amidst conflict. Sophia Loren, one of the most famous Italian actresses, enjoys sunny days on the shores of Cannes in 1955. This moment became a symbol of elegance and beauty that Loren always brought to the world of cinema and fashion. In 1935, a condom testing was conducted, marking a significant milestone in the field of sexual health and safety. Research demonstrated how crucial this product is for preventing diseases and unwanted pregnancies, influencing public opinion about contraception. Tina Louise, who became the sex symbol of the 1950s, captured the hearts of viewers with her charm and talent. She was not only an actress, but also a true style icon, inspiring countless fans for many decades. Her vivid roles in films are still remembered by enthusiasts today. The training of monks in Shaolin during the 1970s demonstrates their dedication and discipline. This footage shows how monks managed to achieve a high level of martial arts, which has become an integral part of their lives. The heavy transporter MAZ-7310, designed for the transportation of oversized cargo, carries a tank for storing liquid hydrogen at the Baikonur Cosmodrome construction site. This event took place in 1962 in the territory of modern-day Kazakhstan, where the Soviet space program was developing. Feminists in New York took to the streets in 1970 with a poster that read, "Eve was set up." This statement addressed the social status of women and referenced a biblical myth, highlighting the need to fight for equality and women's rights. A summer image of the planet Neptune, taken by the Voyager 2 spacecraft in 1989, opened new horizons in astronomy. This photo became an important step in the study of our solar system, showcasing the unique features of this distant planet. Isabelle Adjani, the French actress, singer and style icon, is captured in a photograph from 1973. At this time, she was just beginning her career, and it was already evident that her talent and charisma would make her a legend of cinema and theatre. Freddie Mercury, known for his flamboyant stage persona, poses with plush puppies in a Tokyo hotel in 1979. This moment reveals a different side of the rock star, showcasing her softness and kindness that were hidden behind the dazzling stage presence. Charlie Chaplin, the great comic of his time, is busy filming his first feature film, The Kid. In this photograph, he is captured with Jackie Coogan, one of the first child actors, marking an important moment in the history of cinema. This was in 1921 in the USA. Elsie Beard became the first Englishwoman to complete a round-the-world motorcycle trip. In this photo, she poses with her trusty BMW R 60/6, made in the 1980s, embodying the spirit of adventure and a desire to explore the world. In 1964, people in Japan hurried to work, immersed in thoughts of taxes and the adoption of new technologies. This era laid the foundation for the phenomenon of the Japanese miracle, but the main reasons for it were self-discipline and hard work, as the entire country laboured, even in the subway. In 1988, a young girl in the USA is featured in an advertisement for a new racing car. The bright lights and speed of the car emphasised the pursuit of modernity and dynamism, reflecting the spirit of the times and new trends in advertising. The photograph captures Alain Delon and Romy Schneider, renowned actors of their time. Photographer Michel Brodsky immortalised this moment in 1959, when their careers were rapidly blossoming and they became symbols of French cinema.